From the very outset, I was skeptical about any notion of any kind of course maker for Gran Turismo 5. I felt such a feature was out of place for a game series like the Gran Turismo series. I also felt that if ever there was a realistic chance of a course maker for the Gran Turismo series, it would have to be with autocross and an autocross style format. After all, autocross has its own unique racing challenges. You may not be able to create your own unique racetrack from start to finish, but you can still make your own unique autocross challenge by taking an expansive space of tarmac, put an entire bevy of cones around, and set up a makeshift course. Polyphony Digital, however, had themselves a plan. Create a course maker for which Gran Turismo fans can create and share their own unique courses. These courses can be as long as about 6 miles or about 10 kilometers. Time and weather can also be implemented for these created courses, as well as setting up a number of different checkpoints around each course. And there's support for closed circuits as well as open circuits. Courses can be randomly generated and you can simply edit them as you go. Speaking of generated courses, perhaps the most intriguing aspect of all of this is the fact of randomly generated courses for rally racing. I'll be free to discuss all of these different things in this audio-only presentation. While I've never truly resented the idea of a course maker, I just felt it was out of place for something like the Gran Turismo series. A series of environments will be made available to you in tarmac and non-tarmac forms. Such venues include the Belgian High Fens and Toscana. Anyone who has played the GT5 kiosk demo may remember racing the Toscana rally course. It offered up an idea as to what could be possible, at least, on the rally racing front. Be sure to study the ins and outs of what could be possible if you created your own racetrack inspired by the Toscana environment. The idea of environments gives me my biggest gripe with such a system, a lack of real distinction and uniqueness. Think about creating a course with a course maker in any racing game that allows it, and compare it to creating a track from scratch for a racing game like R-Factor. You can create great racetracks, but distinctive and unique ones will be tough when you work with such a set environment. I fear such venues could get old quick along with the environments themselves. That's why I think city-based racetracks, while not usually regarded so highly, are much more interesting because city courses are very distinctive and complex in their environment and surroundings. Most city courses are very unique as opposed to a handful of permanent racing courses. The surroundings and buildings of places such as the Monte Carlo F1 course and the Marina Bay Street course around Singapore are worlds more distinctive than most permanent racing facilities. Even if you set up an environment to allow for city courses, especially distinctive ones, there is still much more distinction with city courses with the complexity they have to offer as opposed to almost any permanent racing circuit. Conversely, there's the idea of randomly generated point-to-point rally courses. The reason why I think PD would go with this system instead of come along with some real-world rally stages is because it would be too tough to use certain real-world rally stages and implement them in the Gran Turismo 5. Do you really think PD would faithfully recreate venues such as the Acropolis Rally or the Rally Sweden or even the old Safari Rally? One such feature of the course editor is in making roads of different widths. So it's possible that the narrow roads of traditional rally courses could come into play, making for the most intense rally courses ever. The only rally course in any Gran Turismo game that even resembles the challenges of real rally racing is Grand Canyon in Gran Turismo 4. Grand Canyon had very narrow roads and decisive corners. And if you think 6 miles or 10 kilometers is not enough to make a rally course, consider Colin McRae Rally 2.0. Most courses in that game were as short as about 2 kilometers and as long as about 5.4 kilometers in that game. So there's plenty of length and then some to use in making your own believable point-to-point rally courses. There is one thing I question on the rally racing front with Gran Turismo 5's course maker. An important element of rally racing is racing on various surfaces. Tarmac, gravel, mud, snow, ice, you name it. You have some rallies that are all tarmac, some that are all gravel, some that have snow and ice, and then you have those like the Rally Great Britain, which has various surfaces. Grip on every surface and navigating them all is a great challenge and a realistic one for rally racing. That's one thing I wonder in making true rally courses for Gran Turismo 5. How far could such an element go? We'll have to find out when GT5 is released proper. Various past racing games have had their own unique track-making feature. The success of such games is in making courses as good as the ones shipped with the game, if not better. Such racing games with track editors include the 1990 PC game Stunts, which is also called 4D Sports Driving, the late 1990s racing game Motor Racer 2, and the Trackmania series, among many others, have been great to use in making your own tracks. Even Mod Nation Racers, which I've become a fan of after playing a demo on a PS3 kiosk, is great at allowing you to create and race your own courses. We'll have to see what all GT5's course maker will have to bring, as well as what creative courses can the greater Gran Turismo public at large can create and share with the world. Even I want to see how far and how deep I can make some of my own fantasy racetracks for GT5. It should be a great feature once GT5 is released proper. Post some comments to this video or to the corresponding blog entry about your ideas concerning a GT5 course maker. Thank you for watching this video. Please take care and have an amazing day. Until next time, love and peace. Take care, everyone.